to that elementary stage.
Yes.
I feel like all of my kids were very, very sweet up until like 6th grade. So like through 5th grade, they're still like, they're pretty sweet.
Okay.
Like sweet, you know,
Yes.
at that point. Still.
Yes.
And then not
Something.
as much after that.
Mine somehow, and again, I think it was the universe saying, we got to cut this one a break. And they were always, I always loved being around them. They were just fun, happy kids, and it was amazing. But then I find out that behind the scenes when I wasn't around, apparently there was some issues, and they're like, Mom, seriously. It's like, okay, well, thank you for putting on a show for me, but
Mine were just the opposite. Everybody else would always tell us how great our kids were. I was like, are you sure? Like, have you met them before?
these kids, so
No, I have very good kids, but yeah, we always got like at parent-teacher conferences and everything. They were
Yes.
like, oh, they're so great. And Aaron and I were like,
Can we have those
What?
kids? Because I don't know who you're sending home.
Right. I don't know.
Elementary kids.
yeah,
Their entire world at that point explodes into something else, and they're learning new dynamics of interacting. as
social
they're
becomes
growing.
in elementary school. Friends become everything. Social
They
becomes.
do. Which
That's like the
means
beginning of
parents,
that.
They kind of want to step away. That's I think of it as their beginning steps away
Right.
from mom and dad, and you have to allow it. Don't smother your children.
No.
Don't be afraid to let your kids fail.
Yes.
They need to fail so they learn. It's cause and effect.
Yes.
It's real life. Give your children the opportunity to try it how they think they want to do it and not succeed.
Right.
Don't take over. Don't do it for them. Don't always swoop in and rescue them, because they will not know what to do when they are
Because you're
away
not
and
doing
out.
them a service later on. And I think
No.
a lot of times parents forget this isn't their end game.
No.
They're not raising children, they're raising adults, right? And
Yes.
so fast forward, 10 years from elementary school and they're graduating high
Yeah.
school. And then if you've done everything for them, if you've sheltered them from things, if you've, never let them fail, if you've
Right.
never what kind of adults are they going to be
Yeah.
straight out of high school? They're going to be paralyzed
They'll be
with,
like,
with
Mom,
fear
come and do
and
my
with,
laundry, and I don't
Yeah.
have a lunch, and I don't have this. If they waited to the last minute and that huge important project due tomorrow, don't stay up all night and do it for them.
Oh, here's another tip. Go to the dollar store and purchase at least 5 poster boards to keep in your house at all times
Yes.
for the 9:00 at night project that your
That
child will
requires a
suddenly
poster
forget
board.
that they had to do. So
Yes.
keep poster board in your
Yeah,
house.
keep it
I
in
can't
their
even tell
house.
you how many times that has come
Yes.
in handy for us.
But make your kids do the assignment.
Because if you do it for them, then they don't feel like theirs would have been good enough.
They feel
Their
like they
knowledge
weren't
is
good
good
enough.
or whatever. You can help them with it.
For
That's
sure.
fine,
Yes.
But really, if you think about like a lot of these like science fairs and projects, it's just the parents showing off. The parents
I
are
know.
going, look what I did. And the other parents going, look what I did. Look what. But where does that leave the kids?
Yeah. Pine Wood Derby races.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah.
It's not about the kids. It's a bunch of dads.
It is a bunch of dads.
showing off what they've done with a block of
Yep.
wood and some wheels. But
Yep.
you cannot tell me your precious little Johnny made that.
Nope.
It didn't happen.
And then it makes it so unfair for the parents that do make their kids do it themselves. You know
and
what I'm
then
saying?
those children never
Yes.
win.
They never win.
No.
No, the whole system's broken when parents intervene like that.
And
you
it's
know,
so fun watching the kids do their thing.
to see them light up with pride
Yes.
and ownership of something that they did. You can't replace that.
yeah, don't take that
Yeah.
away from them. It's good.
Moments like that, if there is a crisis moment,
Yep.
maybe not a global pandemic, but like a crisis moment, yes, those are moments that you
For
can, right? Because
sure.
there's no
I agree.
I always try to weigh with all of the parenting, is me intervening and helping going to help them? Like, is their level of anxiety that they're getting from this worth the pain that I'm putting them through by pushing them through it? You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
you always have to weigh that. Each individual child is
Yeah.
different. Each individual situation is different, you
Yes.
know? And so I always try to kind of gauge that, you know, because I'll push and push and push.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, and I
Okay.
see their heart and I see where
Yeah.
they're at. And I'm like,
Okay, they're at the end
this
of
is no longer
themselves.
worth it.